Are you ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about history and religion? Recent findings in Saudi Arabia suggest a groundbreaking revelation. Mount Sinai might not be where we've always believed it to be. Join us on a journey of exploration and discovery as we unravel the mysteries of one of the most sacred sites in religious history. Stay tuned for eye-opening insights and mind-bending revelations. Don't miss out on this extraordinary journey of truth-seeking and exploration. In Jewish history, Mount Sinai is widely recognized as the primary location of divine revelation. It is there that Moses is said to have encountered God and received the Ten Commandments. Jewish tradition holds that Moses received revelations on Mount Sinai, containing not only the Decalogue, but the whole corpus of biblical text and interpretation. In addition, the peak is revered in Islamic and Christian cultures. A definitive identification of the biblical Mount Sinai cannot be made because academics disagree about the path taken by the Israelites during their flight from Egypt, and because the place names in the scripture account cannot be defined in terms of current locales. But the sites of Mount Sinai itself have long been recognized by the faiths of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. The region was visited by hermits during the early Christian era, and in 530 CE, the monastery of St. Catherine was constructed near the northern base of the mountain. This is likely the oldest continuously inhabited Christian monastery in the world. A small number of monks from the autonomous Orthodox Church of Mount Sinai still reside there. Its collection of old biblical manuscripts, which includes the well-known Greek Codex Sinaiticus from the 4th century, now housed in the British Museum, has been crucial in helping to piece together the Bible's text. Standing at 7,497 feet, 2,285 meters above sea level, the mountain was ruled by Israel from 1967 until 1979, when it was given back to Egypt. It is now a popular pilgrimage and tourism destination. Historical context and controversies. The debate surrounding Mount Sinai's location is deeply rooted in history, shaped by centuries of religious tradition, scholarly inquiry, and geopolitical influences. From the early Christian pilgrimages to the Sinai Peninsula to Queen Helena's efforts to commemorate biblical sites, the quest to identify Mount Sinai has been marked by both reverence and skepticism. Over time, conflicting interpretations of biblical texts, archeological discoveries, and geopolitical considerations have fueled controversies and debates, complicating the search for the true Mount Sinai. Discovery of Mount Sinai in Saudi Arabia. Recent archeological expeditions and geological studies in Saudi Arabia have unearthed compelling evidence suggesting that Mount Sinai may indeed be located in the Arabian Peninsula. From ancient artifacts and rock carvings depicting biblical scenes to geological formations consistent with biblical descriptions, the findings have reignited interest in the region's religious significance. Moreover, historical accounts and environmental studies support the notion of a lush green landscape in ancient Arabia, providing further credence to the hypothesis of Mount Sinai's presence in Saudi Arabia. Unraveling the evidence. The evidence supporting Mount Sinai's location in Saudi Arabia is multifaceted and compelling. Geological formations such as the split rock believed to be struck by Moses, the remnants of ancient altars, and inscriptions depicting biblical narratives provide tangible links to the biblical accounts of Mount Sinai. Moreover, historical records and archaeological discoveries corroborate the presence of ancient civilizations in the region, further bolstering the case for Mount Sinai's location in Saudi Arabia. As scholars and researchers continue to unravel the evidence, the significance of these findings cannot be overstated as they challenge conventional beliefs and reshape our understanding of religious history. Implications and challenges. The implications of discovering Mount Sinai in Saudi Arabia are profound and far-reaching. For believers, it prompts a reassessment of cherished beliefs and a deeper engagement with scripture and tradition. However, it also poses challenges, as it requires reconciling religious faith with empirical evidence and historical inquiry. Moreover, the discovery raises questions about the intersection of faith and reason, highlighting the complexities of religious interpretation and the search for truth in a diverse and interconnected world. Exploring alternative theories. While the evidence supporting Mount Sinai's location in Saudi Arabia is compelling, alternative theories persist, rooted in traditional interpretations and historical precedent. The long-standing association of Mount Sinai with Egypt's Sinai Peninsula, bolstered by religious tradition and archaeological findings, remains influential among many scholars and believers. Moreover, the geopolitical complexities of the region, including territorial disputes and cultural heritage considerations, add layers of complexity to the debate. Historical accounts and biblical interpretations. Central to the debate over Mount Sinai's location are historical accounts and biblical interpretations that shape our understanding of the sacred mountain. From the early narratives of Exodus to the writings of ancient historians such as Josephus, the stories surrounding Mount Sinai are imbued with religious significance and cultural resonance. However, interpreting these texts requires scrutiny and contextual analysis, as they are often subject to multiple interpretations and theological perspectives. Geological and archaeological evidence. In addition to historical accounts and biblical narratives, geological and archaeological evidence plays a crucial role in the search for Mount Sinai. Geological formations such as rock carvings, natural landmarks, and ancient artifacts provide tangible clues to the mountain's location and significance. Archaeological excavations, conducted with meticulous care and scientific rigor, yield insights into ancient civilizations and their religious practices, shedding light on the cultural and historical context of Mount Sinai. The intersection of faith and reason. At the heart of the debate over Mount Sinai's location lies the tension between faith and reason, tradition and evidence. For believers, Mount Sinai represents a sacred site imbued with divine significance and religious meaning. Yet, as scholars and researchers explore alternative theories and reinterpretations, they are confronted with the complexities of reconciling religious faith with empirical evidence and historical inquiry. This intersection of faith and reason is fraught with challenges and opportunities, as it invites us to engage in critical dialogue and intellectual inquiry, while remaining rooted in our spiritual convictions. The quest for truth. Ultimately, the quest for truth transcends the confines of religious doctrine and historical interpretation. Whether Mount Sinai is located in Egypt's Sinai Peninsula or Saudi Arabia's rugged landscapes, its significance lies not only in its physical presence, but also in its symbolic resonance. As believers and scholars alike continue to explore the mysteries of Mount Sinai, may we approach the search for truth with humility and open-mindedness, guided by a shared commitment to seeking understanding and enlightenment in a complex and ever-changing world. Continuing the exploration. As the quest for the true location of Mount Sinai unfolds, it prompts us to delve deeper into the intertwined narratives of history, religion, and archaeology. The multifaceted nature of this endeavor requires us to consider a diverse array of perspectives, from ancient texts to modern scientific methods, in our pursuit of understanding. One compelling aspect of the debate is the convergence of various strands of evidence pointing towards Saudi Arabia as the possible location of Mount Sinai. From geological formations to ancient inscriptions, each piece of the puzzle contributes to a nuanced portrait of this sacred site. However, as with any historical inquiry, the interpretation of evidence is subject to scrutiny and debate, highlighting the importance of rigorous scholarship and critical thinking. Moreover, the significance of Mount Sinai extends beyond its geographical coordinates. It embodies a profound spiritual and cultural legacy that transcends borders and centuries. For believers, it serves as a tangible link to the divine, a place where humanity encounters the sacred in a tangible and transformative way. This spiritual resonance imbues the quest for Mount Sinai's location with a sense of reverence and awe, as we seek to honor its sacred legacy while unraveling its mysteries. At the same time, the search for Mount Sinai invites us to reflect on broader questions of faith, identity, and belonging. Across religious traditions, Mount Sinai occupies a central place in the collective imagination, serving as a symbol of revelation, covenant, and redemption. By exploring its possible locations and historical context, we gain deeper insights into the rich tapestry of human spirituality and the enduring quest for meaning and truth, challenges and controversies. Yet, the journey to uncover Mount Sinai's secrets is not without its challenges and controversies. From geopolitical tensions to scholarly disagreements, the quest for truth is often hindered by obstacles, both old and new. The intricacies of navigating competing claims and interpretations require us to approach the topic with humility and discernment, recognizing the limitations of human knowledge and understanding. Furthermore, The intersection of religion, politics, and archaeology adds layers of complexity to the debate, shaping public perceptions and scholarly discourse. As researchers grapple with conflicting evidence and competing theories, they must navigate a delicate balance between academic rigor and cultural sensitivity. In a world where historical narratives are often weaponized for political ends, the pursuit of truth becomes all the more urgent and fraught with peril. Yet amidst the challenges and controversies, there is also hope and possibility. The ongoing exploration of Mount Sinai's location serves as a testament to humanity's enduring curiosity and quest for understanding. By engaging in open dialogue and collaborative research, we can overcome barriers and bridge divides, fostering a greater appreciation for our shared heritage and spiritual traditions. Exploring the cultural impact. Beyond its religious significance, the potential rediscovery of Mount Sinai in Saudi Arabia has far-reaching implications for our understanding of history, culture, and heritage. If validated, this revelation would not only reshape our understanding of biblical events, but also challenge prevailing narratives about the cultural and religious landscape of the ancient Near East. For centuries, the traditional view of Mount Sinai as located in the Sinai Peninsula has shaped our interpretations of biblical texts and historical events. However, the emergence of new evidence suggesting an alternative location invites us to reconsider long-held assumptions and expand our scholarly horizons. By exploring the possibility of Mount Sinai's presence in Saudi Arabia, we open up new avenues for research and exploration, shedding light on previously overlooked aspects of ancient history. Moreover, the cultural impact of this discovery extends beyond the realm of academia, resonating with believers and non-believers alike. The prospect of rediscovering one of the most iconic sites in religious history captivates the imagination and inspires a sense of wonder and awe. In conclusion, the search for Mount Sinai's true location challenges conventional wisdom and opens new doors to understanding. Subscribe for more updates and join us as we continue to unravel the mysteries of our shared heritage.